Hi, this is Gerald Celente. It's Thursday, March 4th, 2021. And here are some of today's trends in the news. Whew, over there in Asia, markets are down over 2%. Kind of mixed over there in Europe, and a wild day on Wall Street today. Dow falls more than 300 points as Powell fails to ease rate fears. NASDAQ goes negative for the year. And Powell failed to reassure investors that central banksters would keep surging bond yields and inflation expectations in check. What did we say about inflation? Only about 6 months ago in the Trends Journal, coined the term dragflation. Economy dragging down and inflation going up. See them oil prices? Keep moving higher. Hey, you folks out there in California, hey, what are you paying? $4 a gallon now? Oh, that's not inflationary. No, everything's going to be fine. The S&P closed the wild session down 1/3% after dropping 2.5% at the session low. The Dow closed down 345. At one point, it was down more than 700 points. The NASDAQ fell 2%. And now it means it's in correction territory, down more than 10% since the start of the year. So, as the economies open up, the tech boom became big because the little lowlives, the slimy little silicon artists, that guy Dorsey, the Zuckerberg, Yep, there he is. There's Dorsey. These are the first guys to close down everything. That's when it began. The Silicon Con artist. There he is from another planet. Yep, Zuckerberg. Well, take that Z out and put any letter you want in there. So now, with the economy opening up, these things are way overvalued. There are no dividends in a lot of them. So we're going to see the correction. It's in the Trends Journal. What did we came out with it yesterday? Tuesday, and last week, and we said that this is the year the markets are going to correct, and I believe it's going to happen. When the markets go down, the Greatest Depression will become a reality. Major Japan and China markets drop more than 2% each. Tech stocks stumble. U.S. fourth quarter productivity, it's only the weakest since 1981. Weekless jobless claims edged higher last week. But here it is, Wall Street Journal. Vaccine gains fuel business optimism. Most businesses are optimistic about the economic recovery this year as coronavirus vaccines are more widely distributed. It's only about 22%, about 22 million, 25 million people in America have gotten the vaccine. Out of 332 million, they got a long way to go. And they're looking at economic activity expanded modestly from January to mid-February. This is according to the Fed. New York's area's economy declined. Wonder why? Because of the little lowlives, the politics that shut down the state. No fun allowed. We got the Cuomo, we got the de Blasio, we got the idiots. UK plans tax hikes after upturn. Wow, blow me away. Never would have expected that. What have I been saying? What's in the Trends Journal? Anti-tax, anti-vax, anti-immigration, and anti-establishment parties. That's what we're going to see. They're going to keep raising taxes, and these politics, these little low-life pieces of scum garbage crap that never work a day in their lives, as well as all the other bureaucrats, bureaucrats. They get their job by sucking down, bending over, and taking it to become a bureaucrat by becoming a member of the corrupt political system. I've been there and I've seen it, and that's why I exit stage right away when I was the assistant to the Secretary of the New York State Senate. Okta to buy software firm for $6.5 billion in stocks, all right? I'm only mentioning this because as we've been going in the Trends Journal, the bigs are getting bigger, and all we do is become plantation workers on Slavelandia, the plantation. Disney to close at least 60 stores. I mention this because, it's coming back. When the vaccine will come back. How about all the stores that have closed all over? They're not going to reopen. Yes, jobs will be created. It'll look like a bounce. It'll be fake. What's lost has been lost, won't come back. Restaurant chain swings to a loss. Dine Brands Global company reported a loss of $1.5 million compared to a profit of $27.4 million last year. And QANTAS is saying stop with these border closures on and off. It's been a very sad year, said their domestic and international CEO, Andrew David. QANTAS took drastic action to reduce its workforce, grounded most of its fleet, and last week posted a record loss of more than $1 billion for the first half of 2020 and 2021 financial year. Mall owner Washington Prime preparing for bankruptcy. Still have a little time left. They only own 100 malls throughout the United States. Again, all this stuff, you're hearing this, nothing more than bullshit from the media, the business media, how things are going to come back, and from the politicians. They're not coming back. They're going down. And when the markets crash, it'll be finally heard on Wall Street. CNN Business, citing the coronavirus pandemic, Sinclair Broadcast Group said they will reduce their workforce by approximately 5%. Pandemic boosts drive-thrus. This is in the Wall Street Journal. It's not the pandemic that boosts drive-thrus. It's the slimy lowlives that close down the economies, have put fear in people's minds, and they're afraid to go into places. So now there's more of this. Now, when you think about it, less social interaction. Isn't that wonderful? Just drive through, and when you drive and eat, oh yeah, it's really good. It's really fun to drive and eat. I don't have any of this stuff. I stopped eating Whoppers, McDonald's, at 26 years old. Euronews. Brussels will put forth a draft law this month to create vaccine passports, said the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. The digital green pass, quote, the digital green pass should facilitate European lives, said von der Leyen. Quote, the aim is to gradually enable them to move safely in the European Union or abroad. Get ready for that shot. Anti-tax, anti-vax, anti-immigration, anti-establishment parties. And over there in Germany, they extended the lockdown to March 28th. Why, I say, how come not March 29th? Well, I think March 27th. Why, I say April 1st. Because it's April Fool's Day, and you got a bunch of low-life, scummy, freaky fools effing with life. They're making this crap up. They're making this crap up. Most of the people that died in Germany are almost 70 years old or older. But from next Monday, private meetings of one's own household with another household will again be possible, but limited to a maximum of 5 people, plus children up to 14 years old. Why, I say up to 13 years old. And why should you have 5 people? I say 6. I say go F yourself. Where the hell are the people? Where are the people saying, shove this crap up your you-know-what and let us be free? No, not allowed. Steps toward, quote, new normal. New York rolls out COVID passport at events and venues to prove attendees' vaccination. And they got tested. Isn't that great? New York has launched a new COVID-19 passport program at major event venues, with spectators asked to use a phone app to prove they've been vaccinated, as mandated under state guidelines, or else be barred entry. I'm not making this up. The Excelsior pass, isn't that a nice word? Yeah, pass it up your you-know-what. Pass the pass up your ass. Pass the pass up your ass. If you're vaccinated, scumbags, you're fine. Leave me alone. Oh, I died. This is in Celente. When I had the rally here, the 4th of July rally last year, the biggest one in the States at the time. All the little libtards over here went after me for having it. I died, and everybody there died. They're making this up. The drug dealers have taken over the world. That's all they are. They're drug dealers. Got it? Oh, no, they're big pharma. Yeah, they're not little gangs. They're big pharma. Will farm all your life out of you and your money. The Excelsior Pass was tested for a second time at Madison Square Garden on Tuesday during the New York Rangers game. Isn't this something? Excelsior Pass will play a critical role in getting information to venues and sites in a secure and streamlined way. Cuomo said, little clown Cuomo, who was the first to call him out? Nipple rings, arrogant boy, daddy's boy, born on third base, thought he had a home run. Who was the first to call him out? And the little arrogant boy renames the Tappan Zee Bridge after his daddy, Mario Cuomo Bridge. Now that Cuomo's all of this trouble over here and probably on his way out, I say bring it back to the Tappan Zee Bridge. You got it? Charlotte Bennett says she thought Governor Cuomo was trying to sleep with her. Charlotte Bennett, second woman to go public with sexual harassment allegations against Andrew Cuomo, says she thought the governor was trying to sleep with her and was deeply uncomfortable with questions he asked. And it's going to be on CBS Evening News, Bennett told in an interview. And it's another one after another. Here's the thing. New York is blighted with graffiti, leaving areas looking like war zones. They go after Cuomo for this stuff, which is terrible. But that he destroyed the economy, this arrogant little boy, and all those other clowns up there that gave him executive authority to tell everybody what to do, that he destroyed New York City, that's okay. We won't talk about that. And what else do we have here? Countries where more than half of adults are overweight have recorded COVID-19 mortality rates in excess of 10 times those of other nations, according to a report that just came out. All right? How long have we been writing about this in the Trends Journal? How long? How long? since April. Since April. The people that are dying from this virus are the elderly, 94% of the people with 2.6 pre-existing comorbidities, type 2 diabetics, obesity. In the UK, overweight people were 67% more likely to need intensive care. Obesity has tripled worldwide in the past 4 decades. Of the 2.5 million pandemic reports by the end of February, 2.2 million were in countries above the 50% threshold, the study goes, suggesting obese people should be included in priority groups for testing and vaccinations. How about getting in good health? All right? How about that? By the way, the first book I worked on back in 1980s, before anybody was talking about this, or just about hardly anyone, Natural Healing. Not a word coming from the slimy prostitutes about getting in good shape. Speaking of prostitutes, how's this one, folks? The CEO of CNN's parent company said on Thursday, today, that the coronavirus pandemic will continue to dominate the news network's coverage because, quote, it's really good for ratings. Quote, it turns out the pandemic is a pretty big start of the news cycle, and that's not going away anytime soon. Warner Media CEO Jason Clowner, little freaky bastard, for promoting this so you can keep your ratings up. CNN, the crap news network, with little Andy Cuomo, his little brother. Remember he was dying there? Oh, I'm in the basement. I got the virus and I'm going to die. Yeah. And little Anderson Cooper, a mommy's boy, Gloria Vanderbilt's little boy, when he got slapped when the Arab Spring was going on, he ran back home. Donna Piece of Lemon. These are the people that are destroying our lives right in front of your eyes. Right in front of your eyes. It turns out it's really good for ratings. Killer apologized shortly afterwards for, quote, not being more thoughtful about my communication. Sorry for the sentence and for the uttering. Sorry, you bastard! You're sorry you got caught! You're sorry you got caught! Like Cuomo, well, I'm sorry. That the little piece of shit Newsom, after he gets caught eating in the French Laundry. Oh, I'm sorry. About the little slimy Mayor Austin, after he gets caught leaving to go to Mexico, after he tells everybody to stay home. Oh, I'm sorry. The little scumbag up there in Canada who got caught down in, one of the islands, the Mediterranean, the Caribbean island, playing that he's home during Christmas as he puts up a phony video. I'm sorry. They're only sorry they got caught. They have destroyed our lives by promoting this over and over and over again and failing to say who's dying, why, and how. For not being more thoughtful about my communication. Thoughtful. Go back to your Trends Journal. Almost a year ago, the other guy on CNN, the Jeff Zucker, maybe you take out that Z and put it an F, because that's all you are. He was quoted in the Wall Street Journal. We put it in the Trends Journal. Hey, this thing is going up, this virus. Their ratings were in the toilet before this. And you know why they're in the toilet? Because they're pieces of shit. And now that Trump is gone, their ratings are going down, but they're selling fear and hysteria to keep it going. And we got a lot more here. A lot more to go. It's all in your Trends Journal, but I want to mention this one. Rockets hit Iraqi base where U.S. has troops. What the hell are you doing with troops in Iraq? You're there on a lie by another piece of murderous crap, another daddy's boy who would be nobody, and Alfred E. Newman Live. That's the clown from Mad Magazine for you young folks. George W. Bush, who lied us into the war. How about that for a conspiracy theory? Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction, ties to Al-Qaeda. And you know who was killed, not by the rocket attack, had a heart attack? A senior Defense Department official piece of crap, said a U.S. contractor had died. Contractor? How about mercenaries? How about the military-industrial complex? Contractor. And we got a lot more here. By the way, that's why you subscribe to the Trends Journal. We put out the truth in trends. We don't do what the CNN slimers do. We don't do, and maybe they're going to come after me. I'll tell you what, little boys. Come after me man to man. That's right. There's not a man among you. You're all prostitutes. You're media whores. You get paid to put out, and you slimers, you destroyed life by promoting a virus to boost your ratings. It's right here from Warner Media CEO, Jason Killer. It turns out it's really good for ratings. And by the way, if you go to trendsjournal.com tonight, we're putting up a new site. So it's hard to log on to get a subscription, but you can contact us at support, SUPPORT, at trendsresearch.com. We are way ahead of the game here. Oh, gold went down. We have a bottom for it. Silver, Bitcoin, one after another. So thank you for tuning in, and do what you can. Do what you can to bring us back freedom, peace, and justice, because the little lowlife prostitutes, the media whores who get paid to put out by their corporate pimps and their government whoremasters are selling us hate, lies, and deceit. They're the ones that sold us these wars. That guy Phil Donahue lost his show during the Iraq War. Fairness and Accuracy News reported had anybody on that was against the war. Support the truth. Support the Trends Journal, and do what you can to bring freedom, peace, and justice back to a country near you. This is Gerald Celente, and that's some of today's trends in the news. The COVID-19 war has changed the world, but who's prepared? What's next? It's in your Trends Journal. Trends Journal subscribers are prepared. Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happens. From the world leader in trend forecasting.